Damn, LeBron, I hadn't even finished making my video on this, and then you turn around and do this too? What is that, 2 in 2 games? Of course, big difference. This one not only wasn't called a flagrant, it was called a foul on the defender. So of course LeBron was confused when they called a foul on him here. I mean, he's usually allowed to go right through someone's head. Maybe we should start calling him Le Flagrant or Le Elbow. Seeing Gobert on the screen makes me want to go back to when Gobert was called for a flagrant on LeBron. Easy, nice and gentle, there you go. That's about as pathetic as the chest punch in the huddle. It's like he's making sure that he doesn't actually hurt anyone even when he's mad. Here, let me carefully get my forearm in position and then push, but you know, I'm not going to just actually swing at your head. As usual, it's enough for LeBron James to die, which brings us back to this play. Because LeBron does swing through the head, and the player just turns around and looks at him like, what do you think you're doing? Speaking of reactions, Gobert wasn't even concerned when LeBron tried to act tough. Even Gobert wasn't concerned. Damn. So fanboys are upset that this was called a flagrant. Hell, some of them think it was a block. It didn't even touch the ball and they're still calling it a block. Oh, they erased LeBron's block with a bogus foul call. Let me guess, as long as LeBron can see the ball, he's allowed to do anything else and you'll call it a play on the ball. The man's head and other arm are in the way. He doesn't come close to making contact with the ball. He goes through his head and the other arm. And by the way, I called him Le Elbow. I almost called him Le Push because he does this almost every play. So there's the very first foul. Fanboys, do you accept a consolation prize that he didn't get teed up here the way he should have? The way he should get teed up about 4 or 5 times every single game for his antics with the refs? What exactly is his argument here anyway? The other player hurt my bicep. Didn't you know, ref, if I hit him with my bicep, it's not a foul? LeBron, you hit him with your hand, your forearm, your bicep, your shoulder, your hips, and you hit him with your other hand at the beginning of the play. I want to go back to this play, and I'll tell you why, but I also want you to know we're going to go over the nonsense coming out of the Lakers announcers' mouths, and also the attempted cover-up, because this seems to be getting wiped from the internet already. Go ahead and take a look at this without me telling you what to look for. I'll show you from the other angle in a minute, but the point here is to demonstrate that this is premeditated. He could change. He could change his mind right now. He could change the play. He could try to reduce the impact. He says, nope, I'm lifting my elbows. He can change his mind again. Nope. Let me bring him all the way up where the head of the opponent is. Let me try with this one. If that one doesn't get him, I mean, god damn. LeBron is looking directly at the head that he is making a decision right now to go ahead and hit with his elbows. Go back to this frame. LeBron, you have other options. You do not have to bring that right elbow through. But he does, and LeBron being LeBron, what happens next? He acts like he's the one that's getting hurt. He's foul baiting. He's screaming, and then look at his face. Like a second later. Oh, I'm fine. I'm hurt. Oh, I'm fine. You know how I was saying he's got other options? He doesn't have to follow through here. Or at a minimum, he could do something to reduce the impact, act like he gives the slightest crap about other human beings. Or all the way back here. I mean, he's got a lot of time to ingest the information that somebody's right in front of me. Maybe I shouldn't swing my elbows above my own head. So what do you think that scumbag Stu Lance says?
Picking up the ball, his elbow has to follow the hand, and he's...
There you go. That's all you need to know, everybody. The elbow has to follow the hand, and what choice does LeBron have except to have both hands above his head? Everybody dribbles like that. That's a nice, safe way to drive to the lane with both elbows at your opponent's head's height. Hey kids, you heard it from Stu Lance. Your elbows have no choice but to follow your hands. You know, Stu Lance could have retired, kind of liked. Now I think he's going to go to hell.
Taken out by LeBron. Here he goes.
Thought number one. Isn't there a rule about going into a lane with your elbows swinging above your head? Or is it just basic decency that you don't do that? Somebody makes a habit of driving the lane like that in the games that I play, they're not going to be there for very long. That's not just me. Nobody wants people who play like that on the court. Number two, LeBron's crushing the defender's ankle. He gets him low and high. Watch how long that left elbow is in the air. That's not just grabbing the ball. He's clearing the lane with his elbow.
Yeah, look out.
You like that shit, huh, Stu?
It's going to be a blocking or a defensive foul, but
A few moments later.
And he comes across. They call the offensive foul as he connects to Miles Bridges.
Hold on. I don't understand how that's an offensive foul because you just told us the elbows have to follow the hands. What choice did you have? How do you think it affects the rest of the game when the defense sees that the refs are going to allow LeBron to drive recklessly? And not only will he be allowed, but you, the defender, are likely to be called for a foul after taking the abuse. I gotta admit, that might affect the way that I play defense, how aggressively I play defense, or if I decide to even get in the way. Let's go back to that Blazers game. From the Lakers broadcast, you can see this angle. LeBron's actually treating himself after committing the foul. Hey everyone, look at the victim. He's always the victim, even when he's the abuser. All right, let's listen to the Lakers broadcasters for a moment.
How in the world can you call this a flagrant foul when the guy goes up to block the lob? How is that? I mean, how could you possibly?
yeah, he's legit going for the basketball. He didn't really hit him across the head either.
What did you say?
Well, he didn't really hit him across the head
he
either.
knows he just broke up the play.
Yeah.
Almost a clean play.
That was it.
Oh man, everybody just forget what I showed you at the beginning of the video. It wasn't real. It was actually a clean play. Everyone go out and play like that. It's clean. Real quick, I gotta go back to how the announcers changed their tunes on this Gobert flagrant.
Now James initiates it with a kind of a shoulder shove, but
Here comes Richard Jefferson to the rescue.
That's the initiation of a box out. The extra stuff.
the one in the head.
Wow. That should be reviewed as a flagrant, in my opinion.
Okay, Reggie. Anyway, you see that rather over-aggressive move by LeBron James on this free throw? You might have also noticed that Gobert hasn't moved yet. Well, LeBron James is way early. Not only is he overly aggressive, but it's a huge lane violation, uncalled, of course. It's like hitting the guy across from you in football before the ball is snapped, and he's still waiting for the ball to be snapped. Look at this. LeBron has already thrown a shoulder and has an entire foot flat in the lane, and the ball is still in Ant Edwards' hand. I would be mad too. I'm not trying to get fucking hit before the whistle blows. Look at this. The ball is still in Ant Edwards' hands, and LeBron is following through with the second part of his cheating move. He's throwing his elbow. He's not even supposed to be in the lane yet.
Which hits a pad.
Oh, stop it. You're not going to do shit ever to anyone. Let me talk about the search results when I wanted to make sure I got the highest quality footage in order to break this down. LeBron called for a flagrant against the Blazers. That seems reasonable. I mean, after all, YouTube is owned by Google. The search results should show me some people posting footage. I would hope ESPN, NBA, etc. showing. I mean, it seems like it's newsworthy, right? Isn't it newsworthy? There's an advertisement at the top. I see Sports and Fitness Rants talked about it. What's that? Franchise Sports talked about the whole game. There's Zay, but he's not talking about the flagrant. The next one is me. That's an old one, and I'm not talking about this. There's another ad. That's not what Uncut Hoops talked about. It's not what Dreamers Pro talked about. The rest of this stuff is old, or even going the opposite direction, starting to talk about people fouling LeBron instead of what I actually searched for. Is there any chance that, it's the way that I typed in my search criteria? Let me try again. This time I typed LeBron is assessed a flagrant 1. There's an ad. The top result is something from a year ago. Next one is 9 years ago. There's sports and fitness rants again. None of the major outlets even want to talk about it. That's weird. It happened. Like, maybe you want to complain. Maybe you want to defend him. Maybe you want to say, oh, he shouldn't have been called for it. I mean, anything. Nothing. Instead, nothing is the route they're taking again, the way they took the let's just pretend it didn't happen route with him attacking the referee. I don't know if you guys are reading the titles of these, but they quickly become actually pro LeBron James results. Everything is pro LeBron. I'm searching for something negative that happened. I'm not making it up. It happened. Why aren't you showing me results for what happened? Instead, they're showing me not even accurate results, but also pro LeBron results. Don't tell me the shit isn't bought and paid for. So then I switched from searching within YouTube and just searched the web in general and still had problems. I see it mentioned on ESPN, and I go there, and guess what? No actual video. No video will play. I eventually find it via Dr. Swish, who, of course, tries to put a defensive twist on it and make LeBron James seem cool. Can't even spell the title of the video correctly, but go ahead, keep getting paid. After that, guess what the search results are? Once again, sports and fitness rants, and after that, it's Yahoo Sports defending LeBron James. I don't know who Silver Screen is, but they also open things up by saying another odd call. Oh, man. Again, all you have to do is imagine yourself in that situation. LeBron James came from the other side. He had to go through the head and to the other arm to get to the ball. That's not a play on the ball, people. Hey, Swish, LeBron doesn't get to call anyone soft unless he's looking in the mirror. He is the softest person who's ever existed. He spends more time on the floor than any other player ever, more time complaining than any other player, even including Luka. Gets away with more than any player ever, wants to play by a special set of rules and gets to play by a special set of rules, and is still on the ground rolling, fake howling in pain and complaining the whole time. Hire a proofreader or go back to school. All right, you don't have to, because Clutch Sports is paying your bills for sucking LeBron's. Oh no, see, I just got my steroid shot and they gave me too much. I couldn't control myself. You see the hole right there? I've got my new Balco.